We started to begin explore the idea of transmission of force through us in relation to the floor. Let's explore it from a different point of view. So, lie on your back. And again, take some time to observe what you sense lying here. Maybe it's similar to when you last lie down. Maybe now different things stand out to you. Notice how you observe yourself. By that I mean, do you seek specific things? Does your attention look for something known? Maybe it's like I spoke about earlier, that you have a certain sensation you use as a barometer for yourself. It's the same thing over and over. It can be very useful. Maybe you have a different way of attending to yourself. Maybe it's more emergent in quality, so that you're not actively seeking something, but you're seeing what emerges into the field of your attention. It's more of a wandering or meandering. One isn't preferable over the other. They're just different ways of doing it. Notice, do you know what you do? Feel how you rest on the floor at the moment. Where does it feel like resting, and maybe where doesn't it feel like resting? Begin to think of the sense of connection or connections you feel through yourself. So if you think of how each leg connects to you and through you, does one feel more connected in some way or connected differently? The same with your arms. Does one feel more a part of you than the other? Think of the same with your head. Does it feel like something separate that simply rests on top of you? Do you have a sense of it connecting through you, connected to the rest of you in some way? Imagine that someone came to one of your legs and lifted it in a gentle way and began to push through your foot. How would you imagine it would connect through you? How far would the push go? It would be a gentle push. Or you can imagine someone pulling on the leg. Maybe a gentle push and a gentle pull. What would that feel like? And then imagine the same thing with the other leg. Is it different? Maybe you felt the legs connecting through you differently. And maybe that's represented in the imaginary push and pull of each leg, of the leg. Maybe the legs felt connected in a similar fashion. Maybe the push and pull through each leg feels different. We ended the morning with the feeling of more compression through the top of your head. Imagine if someone could gently push and pull through your head. How far through you might it go? Are there places where it would stop, get blocked? Gently begin to flex and extend your ankles. So the legs are long. You bend the foot at the ankle So the top of the foot by the toes comes towards you, and then the whole foot moves away from you. Now, don't do the biggest movement you can do. Do a smaller movement. Just feel what happens when you bend yourself at the ankles. So you bend and unbend. Now, there's a few ways of doing it. So you can do it so that the heel slides on the floor. That's what most people start with. So let your heels slide a little bit. And you'll feel it's an action that happens primarily around the ankles. Now, the next time you do it, keep the heel fixed on the floor. Still bend and open your ankles, but don't let the heels slide. See what happens. See if it starts to push some movement through you. Both ankles bend. Both heels are fixed. And maybe you can feel, as the toes come closer to you, your chin moves away from your chest. And of course, as the feet move away, maybe you can feel your chin being pulled towards your chest. See if you can find that. The heels are fixed, so it's as if you're pushing through the heels. And it moves through you somehow. Don't let your knees bend, though. It's just the ankles that bend. See, could you push through the heels to move your head? And back and forth. Pull through the heels so it pulls your head. And you'll feel that the bending and opening and closing of the ankle joint in front can actually move into your pelvis and through your spine, and up into your head even. Now, pause for a moment. Now you'll do a similar movement, but this time do it lighter and quicker. More of a kind of oscillation. So it can't be the same size. It has to start out smaller. It's as if you're wiggling yourself. As if someone was jiggling you through your feet. See, can you find a rhythm for that that feels easy? Light and quick. Small and quick. Imagine your feet were wings. Not quite of a hummingbird, but not a condor either. Something in between where you could flap them a little bit. And it makes you wiggle. Like you were a bowl of pudding or jello. Leave it. Put the soles of your feet together. So the knees are out to the side. And do the same thing. First go slowly. See, can you push your feet into the ground or against each other so that it moves through your hips, through your pelvis, through your spine, up to your head. Do it slow. Feel, does it move through you differently with your legs in this configuration? Move into your hip joints in a different way. Try it the other way with your legs long. Feel the difference, how it moves through you. And try it with the soles of your feet together again. Go back and forth, see what's different. Is one clearer to you? Do it with the soles together, but quickly, like an oscillation. It's a pleasant feeling. The knees don't have to lift towards each other. They may move a little bit, but you don't have to make them move. It's more the feet pushing into the floor, and it tilts your pelvis into the floor and away from the floor. And pause again. With your legs long, start to do the oscillating movement again. If you can't find it, you can do it with the soles together. Notice, is it accented more at one end? As if the push was stronger, let's say. Try to do it like that. See, could you accent the movement of the feet coming towards you and your head moving away? Notice, is that what you did? It still has an oscillation. It's just there's a slight accent at the upward end. So it's still the idea that someone is pushing and pulling you, but they're pushing a little more than they're pulling. So you feel a pop, pop, pop. And now, pause, stay there. Do the oscillation again, but this time accent in the other direction. So it's stronger with the feet moving away. Paw, paw, paw. Is that easier for you or harder? I think most people find it easier through the accent going upward. Some of you are accenting in both directions. You look like you're going to take off. Don't do it so big. See if you can just accent on the down. Pause again. Now, accent on both ends. And feel, the feeling of the accent is one that you almost bump into something a little bit. It's still light and quick, but it pushes you more to the limit in each direction. Now, keep doing it, but make it smaller. See, could you find a middle range where it doesn't stand out at either end? And so it's a kind of neutral feeling of a wave going through you, up and down. Leave it. Pause. Well, let's see if we can find the same thing in a little bit of a different way. Put the soles of your feet together. And this time, just push and let go. Push and let go. And so you can clearly feel, so you push in the upward direction is strong, and you let go. Try it a little quicker. Push, let go, push, let go, push, let go. Maybe that gives you a clearer sense of the accent on the upward movement. And then change it. Pull and let go. Pull and let go. And do it quicker. So you feel that it's the pulling downward that moves you back again. And then push and pull. Feel the difference. Leave it and rest. Bend your right knee and stand your right foot. And go ahead and slowly push and pull. Use the right foot to do it. Feel what's different with one foot standing. So the whole foot stays on the floor. The whole right foot stays on the floor. Use your left heel as well. So you're not just lifting the right side of your pelvis and turning. As a matter of fact, if you feel that you're turning, how can you direct the force more through to your head? Use the left heel as well. So it's still the movement going up and down relative to you, through your spine. But feel with one foot standing, does it organize something different in your hip joints? Change your legs over and do the same thing. Left leg standing, the right leg long. And push and pull through yourself. That's it. If you're doing it slow, do it quick. If you're doing it quick, do it slow. Everybody do it quick. Feel, is it different through the legs, through the hips and pelvis? Pause and rest. So, for some people, it's not so easy to find these kind of rhythms in ourselves. Once we start to find them, they have a strong organizing effect. Organizing in the sense of doing something through our musculature that allows a different transmission of force through our skeleton. Stand your left leg again and roll a little bit to the right. Actually, extend your right arm on the floor overhead. Rest your head on your arm. So you roll a little bit to the right. That's it. Roll a little bit. Some of you are just turning your face. Stay there with your head on your arm. Now, have your left knee vertical. And see, can you find this movement up and down through yourself here? Now, you don't go back onto your back each time. You stay turned to the right a little bit. And now it gets a little challenging. Depending on where your left foot is placed and how you're pushing, different things can happen. Do it so that you push through the foot and it rolls your pelvis more towards the right. So you roll each time you do it. You come back a little bit as you let go. That's more possible for many people. Now, this next time, don't let yourself roll forward or back. You stay turned to the side. Feel, how can you push through your foot so it moves up through your spine into your head? So your pelvis stays at the same angle. Have your left arm just across your chest so the fingers are on the floor. Maybe it helps if you use the right foot. Just use the right foot. Don't let the knee bend. Do it light and quick. That's it. The knee stays straight. Now can you switch it over to the left foot again and still do the same movement? So you start to find more of an up and down sensation rather than forward and back. Notice when you do that, what happens in your ribs against the floor? Leave it. Roll onto your back and pause. Come back to the same position. So your left foot is standing, the right arm is overhead. Rest your head on your right arm and start to push through your left foot to move you up and down. So it's not rolling forward and back. How do you find that trajectory through the top of your head? Try light and quick. Would it make a difference if you thought of someone pulling and pushing through your knee, your left knee? That's it. But notice you accent at one end. Now, feel again your ribs against the floor. Feel how when you push and pull, it kind of massages your ribs against the ground. Now keep doing it, but play with this idea. Roll yourself a little more forward and still push through the top of your head. So you feel that you're moving against a different part of your ribs. Or you can move yourself backward a little bit. Again, looking to move into a different part of your ribs. So play with different places that you can move your ribs against the ground like this. Don't be good at it. If it doesn't come easy, you go slowly. Leave it. Just lengthen your leg and rest. Stand your right leg. Bring your left arm long overhead on the floor. Turn yourself to the left so your head is resting on your left arm. Have your right arm in front of you with the fingers towards the floor. The right knee is vertical. Can you find a way of pushing through yourself up and down, headward and footward? Maybe it's easier on this side. Now, keep doing it, but can your left leg be passive? So you do the whole thing through your right foot. Tricky. Take yourself very seriously now. See if it makes a difference. So how can you have fun with it, play with it? I'll tell you one thing, if you try to figure it out in your thinking, it won't work. It's a sensory experience. It's a quality of experience. And if it's hard, do it 1/10 of the size that you're doing it. You'll actually find by doing a smaller movement, you'll be much more effective. Pause, rest. And sit up for a moment. Let's look at something together. So, I don't have exactly what I want here. I don't know how well it'll work with this. So I have this post between my feet standing up, yeah? So if I took a kilogram of force and I hit the post, you'll see this is too flexible. There we go. So you see if I push it, it moves away from me and then it oscillates back. So if it goes to this point here, the momentum of the return moves it past the midline. It goes a little bit this way, but not as far as the original push. I can show you how it would do if it was a big oscillation. It would go boom, 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 boom. It would stop, right? Now, if I took a kilo of force and I hit it here, it moved to there. It would come back to this apex. Just as it was returning, if I hit it with the same kilo of force, it would travel this extra distance, which would give it more momentum, so it would go a little further to this side. And the response is it would come back a little further to this side. The same 1 kilogram of force would move it yet further to the other side, and then further back again. Theoretically, you could take a post and snap it off at its base with the same 1 kilo of force. You'd never have to push harder. Boom, it would stop. If we look at it in ourselves, we often start by trying to do a big movement. We can't find the rhythm of it. So what if you start with a very small movement? So it's just like this. A quiet kind of movement. Once you feel it, then you can grow it. Stand your right foot. Put your left arm long overhead. Turn yourself to the left. Rest your head on the arm. And start with a tiny, tiny movement of your right foot, pulling and pushing. It has more the feeling of being jiggled by someone. It's almost like you're falling in both directions. It's less work than you think. If it's hard, use less power. As if you were sliding your side on the floor. Think of sliding your whole side against the floor. Now it gets clearer. And feel where your ribs move into the floor when you do that. And then change where your ribs are. Not where your ribs are, where they are against the floor. Feel, could you roll a little back and massage a different part of your ribs? Roll a little forward, massage a different part of your ribs as well, with the oscillation moving up and down through you. Leave it. Roll onto your back and rest. Bend your left leg. Put the foot standing. Put your right arm long overhead. Roll halfway onto your right side so your head can be on the arm. With your left arm, reach over the top of your head to get hold of your right temple. And just a few times, lift your head with this arm. Lift and lower your head. Slowly sense what happens in you when you do it. Feel what happens in your ribs. Now, keep hold of your head, but pause. In a moment, you're going to push through your left foot as if it was going to lift your head away from your arm. And help it do it. Go slowly now. Just feel if you push through the left foot, can your head lift? And then as you let go of the pushing, the head returns. See if you can get a sense of that movement going through you like that. So the lifting of the head happens along with the pushing of the foot. It's as if the pushing of the foot moves your head through a different trajectory now. Now, try to do it light and quick. It means your head won't lift very high. But you're looking for some kind of connection through here. And funnily enough, looking is as good as achieving it. If you seek this movement but can't find it, your nervous system is still organizing around it. This is not an easy movement. Don't think you're the only one not getting it. And if you're the only one getting it, okay, you can feel good right now. But we'll see what happens on the other side. Leave it. Roll onto your back, pause. Stand your right foot. Put your left arm overhead on the floor. Roll yourself halfway to the left with your head resting on your arm. Take your right arm, reach over the top of your head and get the left temple. Slowly push through your right foot and lift your head. See if you can get a sense of the force going from your foot through yourself moves your head. All you're doing is seeking a kind of connection, developing a kind of relationship. And for many people, it's a novel one, it's a new one. It's unrecognizable. So why should you be good at it? That's our adult minds having unrealistic expectations. If we were all children, we wouldn't care. We would just play with it. That's one aspect of being childlike that we could embrace again. To find the pleasure and fun in something that we can't do well. Now pause, keep holding on to your head like that, and you're going to make a much smaller movement, light and quick. So maybe your head doesn't even lift, maybe it just shifts a little bit against the arm. It's a question of timing. How can you make it light and quick pushing? Pay attention that the head is lifting when the foot is pushing. Sometimes you want to push the head back as the foot is pushing. That's not it. The question is, do you need to do it as if your life depended on it? You know what? If your life depended on it, you would learn it really fast. But that's not the kind of learning environment we want to explore. Leave it. Let go and roll on your back. Bend your knees and stand both feet. And begin to lift your pelvis and lower it. Each time, you can lift it a little bit higher. And you feel where your feet are placed, and if you want to move them, you can. Feel how the weight shifts across and up your back. Each time it goes higher, your pelvis. It's not an oscillation. It's just lifting your pelvis. Feel, can the weight shift higher and higher into your shoulders? Each time higher. That's it. Now, bring your pelvis to a comfortable height where you can keep it there. And you're going to push through your feet light and quick, but your pelvis stays parallel to the floor. So the pelvis isn't going to the ceiling or away. There's the feeling of it moving up and down, headward and footward. And your whole foot stays flat on the floor. It feels like it's pushing straight through the top of your head. As if someone held you by the knees and pushed and pulled. Some of you are moving your pelvis towards the ceiling and away from the ceiling. That's great, but it's a different movement. The pelvis doesn't change in height. You push between your shoulders and your feet, you push back and forth. So you feel your head moving against the floor. You feel your chin moving towards your chest and away from your chest. Rest for a moment. Keep your feet standing. Do the same thing here. With your pelvis on the ground, push your feet forward and back. Your pelvis doesn't move. I mean, it moves in response, but you're not lifting it. Feel how your head moves in response. Now lift your pelvis high in the air. Keep it fixed at that height. Do the same thing. Have the movement go up through your head. That's it. You push and pull through your feet. That's nice. Leave it. Rest. Bend your knees and stand both feet. Interlace your hands behind your head and bring your elbows forward towards the ceiling. And a few times lift your head like that. Feel the back of your neck getting longer, your chest rounding, sinking. Now, the next time you lift your head, maybe it won't lift as high. Push your feet into the floor, as if pushing your feet moves the action through the top of your head. Pushes your back into the floor, so lift your head. Don't do it quick. Some of you lift your head too high. Keep the elbows forward and lift the head just a little when you push through your feet. Slowly look for a connection. Don't worry if you find it. Now, push through your feet light and quick. And just see, when you push through your feet, could there be the tiniest hint of your head lifting a millimeter? It's tricky, it's different from what we did before. Leave it. Lengthen your legs, bring your arms down. Slowly, keeping your heels fixed, start to flex and extend your ankles again. like you did in the beginning. Feel, what's it like now? A different quality of movement? Slowly let it go faster. It'll probably get smaller at first. See, is it easier to find the oscillation? Does it have more of an internal movement of your ribs, of the vertebrae of your spine? Is there a softer movement through your pelvis? Or a clearer movement through your hip joints? Does your chin go up and down more easily? Make it fun. That's it. What would the rate be if it was more pleasurable? Now, leave it. And sense again how you lie on the floor. Think, if someone was going to come and push through one of your legs now, how would it move through you? If they pushed and pulled in a gentle way. Imagine it with the other leg as well. Gently being pushed and pulled. And then think someone was doing that gently through your head as well. How far through you would it connect? How would it connect? Different than you imagined in the beginning? Same? Clearer? Roll to your side and bring yourself up to standing. What's the first things that you observe in yourself in standing? And begin to walk. Feel, what stands out in your walking right now? Do your feet move against the floor differently? Do you feel more stable or more mobile? Feel, is your head carried in a different way? Or is there a different ripple or rhythm that moves through your torso as you walk? Does it feel more like you walk when you're on vacation? More of a saunter? If you walk like this more of the time, imagine how much better your vacations would feel. Now, come down to the front and we'll chat for a few minutes before a short break.